Hello, it's Tuesday, November 22nd, and I'm Emily Douglas with UFX Markets Daily News. The US dollar advanced versus the major currencies on demand for safety amid concern that Congress's Budget Supercommittee will announce today it's failed to agree on deficit cuts. Today is the deadline for the Congressional Budget Office, which probably will announce that the panel can't reach an agreement on determining deficit reductions of at least $1.2 trillion. Stocks closed negative as the Nasdaq declined by 1.92% and the Dow Jones fell by 2.11%. Crude oil declined by 0.6%, closing at $97.10 a barrel. Gold gained by 2.40% due to the greenback's strength, closing at $1,681 an ounce. Today, prelim GDP is expected to grow by 2.40% versus 2.50% previously, and Federal Open Market Committee meeting minutes are expected to be released. The euro declined versus the US dollar amid concern Europe can't solve its debt crisis. In addition, Spain's socialists became the fifth European government to be ejected because of the region's debt crisis. It is important to notice that France's highest rating is at risk of being lowered. Moody's Investors Service said today that higher French borrowing costs are increasing fiscal challenges as the region's debt crisis infects the top-rated nations. The momentum of the euro-US dollar is bearish as long as it remains below the 136 resistance level. Overall, the euro-US dollar traded with a low of 134.29 and with a high of 135.40. No economic data is expected today. The British pound fell to a one-month low versus the US dollar after an industry report showed UK home sellers cut asking prices by the most in a year amid concern the economic growth outlook is deteriorating. The trend for the pair is bearish if it remains below the level of 157.50. Overall, the Great Britain pound US dollar traded with a low of 156.12 and a high of 157.65. Today, public sector net borrowing is expected to show 4.1 billion versus 11.4 billion previously. The yen fell a bit versus the US dollar as investors believe that the Bank of Japan may again attempt to weaken the currency. Investors are aware that another intervention could come at any market time, which could spur a sudden rally. Technically, the US dollar-Japanese yen is on a downtrend as long as it is trading below the 77.50 level. Today, Japanese banks will be closed in observance of Labor Thanksgiving Day. The Canadian dollar declined to the lowest level in 6 weeks versus the US dollar as Europe's sovereign debt crisis spurred demand for the safety of the US currency. In addition, a report showed that the nation's wholesale sale rose by 0.3% in September, less than economists' forecasts of 0.6%. The US dollar-Canadian dollar will remain bullish as long as it remains above the support level at 102. Today, core retail sales are expected to grow by 0.4%, the same as the previous rate, 0.4%, and core retail sales are expected to grow by 0.5%, also as previously. Thank you for joining us today. For more information, please visit us at www.ufxmarkets.com for all your online trading needs. I'm Emily Douglas, wishing you happy trading.